Hey guys, I just found this daycare. It's a black owned daycare. Now, you know how my people be, but I work with them. 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna pay me like the place where I'm at. But I'm finna go ahead and she said that the only thing that I have to cover, but they'll reimburse me, which I don't like. I don't like that. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it. And I like the fact that it's not too far from my house, because if I go to the white part of town, like Hoover, Mount Brew area, where they do pay you a little bit better. The problem is I gotta get some things in order with my car, and they will get your ass over there. So by me just being like up the street, or whatever, it ain't up the street, but it's like a little distance, but it's not like I'm going to Hoover or Mount Brook. And the little daycare is owned by her and her husband. 9 times out of 10, when it be like this, they ain't gonna pay you much, but I rather go ahead and be getting me something lined up before I just, cause I can feel something ain't right with this place I'm at. It's just not going good, and I can feel, I have that spirit of discernment. I can feel when some bullshit is spurring up, and I'm just getting ahead of it. Motherfuckers are too lazy. I'm getting pushed back too much. I already know that when I'm in a small little daycare facility and it's like black owned, you have to be careful, because the women are messy in there. They try to find out your living situation, where you live at, where you come from. Have you been married before? That's why I'm going to watch what I share and tell them, because what they'll do, they'll try to use certain stuff to get you. So you just have to use wisdom. And I'm 40 years old. I done been there and done it. I know how people are. She told me to come in at 12:30 today. She was like, and she'll interview me on the spot during their nap time, during the kids' nap time. And she said she definitely hiring immediately with people that she need. She said the only thing that I have to pay for, but she said everything is free. I'm like, everything ain't free if I still gotta pay for one thing. And she said I gotta pay for the TB skin test. And she said it might be like $25, and I can go to like American something. So I'm gonna try to see if I can use my insurance or whatever. But she said once I pay for it or whatever and I get the receipt, she said you just give us the receipt, and then we'll give you the money back. But how long I gotta wait on the money? And is you gonna give me cash, or are you gonna write me out a check, or are you gonna make me wait next pay period? That's the problem I got. Like, how long is it gonna take for me to get that right back in my hand? She said the CPR is free. She said the abuse thing that they gotta run on me is free. She told me that my background check is free. So all of that is free. She said the only thing I have to cover is just the TB skin test, and she said that'll be reimbursed immediately right after I show them the receipt. But I'm still going to ask her. I'm going to say, so how soon can I get that money back? Like, are you going to immediately give it to my hand? Are you going to write out a check? Or I got to wait weeks and days to get that $25 back? I'm going to ask her more in detail when I see her. I'm also going to let her know up front about other things. But yeah, it sounds like she'll hire me on the spot. And if she does, that'll be good. That way I ain't got to deal with this place that I'm at. Because this shit ain't working. And we be walking around, like, once we get done, we get there at like 10 p.m. And then, like, once we go to doing stuff, it start getting messy. Personalities start getting out of control. It start being hard for you to get along with people. People start making it difficult for you to get along with them. And it just gets messy. Like, 1 minute you working good with them, and then the next minute it's like you bothering them when you ain't even saying nothing. Then you got whites and blacks, you know what I'm saying, not really getting along with one another. It's just a hot ass mess. It's just a hot mess. And what I want to tell y'all, it just gets very messy. And I can feel when something ain't right and I need to get ahead of it. And like when we get done, we don't even be halfway into the shift. It'd be like, I want to say, not even, I say about one something. It'd be like one something, we be already done. Now we got to find something else to do. Which, this time we did find something, because we just started going around other people that had more work than we did, and we just started helping them. And that helped us get to a end shift. So we get to the end shift, and that's pretty much how we make it so we can get our full 8 hours. But it's starting to get real messy up there, and to the point where I'm not going to be able to work successfully. It's toxic. Anytime you work in a toxic environment, it doesn't last long. So that's why I'm getting ahead of it by applying somewhere else and trying to get hired on immediately somewhere else. So I'm praying that if it's in the Most High's will for me to get hired up here, I know. If she hired me on the spot and I can start immediately, like that next day, then I know the Most High is telling me to leave that alone. And yeah, because this job that I'm on right now, that I'm trying to replace, what's good about it is I already didn't start making a few dollars or whatever. So that money that I get from them, I can use that $25 for my TB skin test. And then once I use the money for the TB skin test, and that's how I can use that money to get another job. And see, preschool and daycare and working around kids, I've been working around kids for like 20 plus some years. So this is like in my background of experience and expertise. So I don't like doing jobs that I don't know how to handle. And what I'm trying to say, and working at the place I'm working at currently, I have experience because I worked at I think it was called Target, yeah, and it was a brand new Target, and we had to do fixtures and all of that. But this particular thing I'm not as good at is like working with kids. So that's why I also want to leave along with the sexual harassment and the toxic environment I'm dealing with. It's just too messy up there. And then when we get done, like in the middle of the day, and then we trying to find something to do, and that ain't gonna last long. But all right, guys, I'll talk to y'all later.